Hey, Shino.
Yes?
Alright, I have here 3 vials. Split between the 2 of us. And they will give us a brand new look.
First of all, where did these vials come from?
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter right now. All I'm saying is I'm bringing you one step closer to looking like an anime protagonist.
We're still doing this?
This is a bit I will die on. Now give me your arm.
Where did you get these from?
I trust you. Reliable source, someone who's been experimenting, changing people into other things. Now, that being said, one of these might turn us into an animal.
Badger?
Yes.
I will repeat myself.
Uh-huh.
Where did you get this from?
I really can't say. Copyright rules.
Don't. You can't.
Give me your arm.
Fine.
Give me your arm. Okay, all right. It won't hurt a bit. No, it won't hurt me. All right, now, you do me. You pick one of the left two. One of the 2 that are left.
I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now be gentle.
That really hurts. You did it to me.
Why am I getting hairier? Hello and welcome to another podcast where 2 guys talk about anime and we got new looks!
Let's go.
And I look adorable!
Like a furry.
How dare you, sir? I am a mascot and I will be proud to be one. Bring on the merchandise!
Anyways, revamp.
Revamped. I mean, look, this was something that was going to happen sooner or later, and I decided to do it now. Because, even if we be short-lived, I mean, we're going to try to put all our efforts into it.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that being said, no one really made these icons. I did it through AI because I'm not very good at art.
Me either.
But, if any of you guys are or know someone who is, send them our way, and I would love to see their concept of us. But that being said, revamping or repurposing anime or anime characters, I mean, it's something that has been on a steady rise. So it's like, you got Disney who tries to do revamp shows from the 90s to now, like DuckTales, which is 80s, but I digress.
Which is still, the revamp is good.
Yeah, and then you got Scooby-Doo, which is like constantly getting revamped.
It's revamp after revamp.
And it still stays entertaining.
It's still good.
Except Velma. We won't talk about her.
We don't talk about Velma.
Just glad she's dead.
Like we don't talk about Bruno.
So, that being said, there are a few animes that are like instant classics that have been redone for the sake to show, to me, to show the absolute love and absolute progress of animation itself. And one that I think is just a amazing example would have to be Fruit Basket, which is a slice of life romance anime. And I was introduced to it by one of my high school seniors.
Right.
And, I love the characters. I love the comedy of it. The drama, it's it grew on me. So I was always on team Kyo, always.
I haven't watched it myself, but I've watched videos of basically commentary of people who fans of Fruit Basket. For example, Emirichu, which is a story time animator a lot of her videos are maid cafes.
Right.
But she is a fan of Fruits Basket, which I probably should get into sometime.
I mean, again, if you're interested in the slice of life, beauty and tragedy, romance kind of anime, that's the categories I put in there myself. There's also some supernatural stuff in there too.
Oh.
And it's really good. I mean, you get to see people going through different kinds of trauma.
Right.
Different kinds of trauma that, you yourself think about, oh yeah, it's like I remember this one kid who went through something like that, or you yourself went through something like that. But a storyboard aside, all right, the animation when you watch them side by side, it's like night and day, man. And I was happy when Fruits Basket was one of the ones that got selected to be revamped and just redone, and the story retold to fit the manga.
Right.
But it's like it was something that that series deserved.
It looks like a good one as
It
well.
really is. But but another one that is a good example for a much older one that got redone just a few years ago would be Ronin Kenshin. That was like I want to say I want to say early '80s to mid '90s. I want to say that he came out in the mid '90s.
Mm-hmm.
He got a live action movie, then he got a revamped anime, and to retell the story from the original, and it was amazing.
Like I hear, like I. It's gonna be. I haven't watched compilation, but I haven't watched Ronan Kenshin, but
You hear good things?
I hear good things about it.
It's like I'm just saying there wouldn't be Demon Slayer without him.
Yeah,
That's my hot take.
I mean,
That's my hot take. There
I
wouldn't be
don't-
Demon Slayer without Ronin Kenshin and Bleach.
I can see that.
Speaking of which, and like Bleach, when it ended, ooh, I want to say like when the series itself ended before the Thousand Year Blood War came back. When Thousand Year Blood War came back to continue the story of Taikubo's Bleach, and the new animation came out. Oh man, it's like as a fan, I was freaking out because the animation was just amazing, and I hope that they will revisit at least the Soul Society saga and use that animation because I want to see that in Ichigo's fights with Kenpachi and Captain Kuchiki. Because oh man,
The one like, I'll have this to tie into what we'll talk about next. It will
Mhm.
be, what anime do you think should get a revamp present day, outside of Bleach? Since
I mean,
it's
I was
basically-
really hoping that that we can save that to the end.
Mhm.
I was wondering if you had any experience of when you watched an anime and it ended, but not the way the manga did, but then it came back. I mean, an example is Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Surely you watched the first one before it came out again in 2012.
About that, I
No?
watched Brotherhood before.
Oh.
That's how I got into it.
Okay, so you watched Brotherhood first?
Yes.
Then you watched the old one?
Yes.
Okay, so when you compare the two, tell me, which one did you find more visibly appealing?
In my opinion, like
There is a right answer.
you're about to say, the right answer is the original.
Of course I'm going to say that. This is a hill I'll die on. But I understand other people saying, like, no, Brotherhood is, closer to the manga. It's like, I get it. I get it.
They're
But
both-
still,
They're both equal to me.
the animation for the first one in, like, the '03 era at that time was still so amazing to me.
Yeah.
I mean, Studio Bones does great work.
They are a really good animation company.
Yep.
Like they do. Like I'll save that for later. But
Mhm.
the one of the others would be like I would want a revamp of Kame Ga Kill.
Okay.
Because I read the manga after I watched the anime, and they're both completely different,
Mm-hmm.
and it bugs me.
You wouldn't be the only one.
It bugs me that they're completely different.
Well, was it more sadder or happier in the
It,
manga?
it was a little happier, but still sad incarnate.
Right. Well, so another example. I mean, like some animes just like getting like revamped in like entirety is Trigun, which is a '90s classic,
Yeah, I
which
watched.
is like a, I guess, a quote unquote modern western,
Hmm.
and then it get revamped just a couple years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years.
A couple years ago, it got revamped, and then you got some that it's just very questionable, like Sailor Moon Crystal. I think more people appreciated the '90s look for Sailor Moon than whenever they brought Sailor Moon Crystal.
Yeah, I can understand that, even though Sailor Moon is probably not my. Wait, that's hypocritical. I watched Kill la Kill, but
Well, you watch girls killing people versus girls transforming into magical girls.
yeah,
That's a different story.
fair enough.
Those are two different things. Yeah, some of the girls die in Sailor Moon, but they come back. Some of them do.
Some of them, yes.
If they're important enough. Just in Kill la Kill, you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
No,
you're
a comma
dead.
can't kill. Kill la Kill is a whole different thing.
Yes.
That one doesn't need to be remade.
Yeah, it doesn't, but I think it's perfect as is.
Yes. But then you got some that it's just like, why did we try? Like Soul Eater Not. Okay, you're looking at me like you never heard this before.
No, I've heard of Soul Eater. I just haven't
no, just the Not one.
I haven't heard of Not.
So Soul Eater Not is a whole different storyline taking place of the story of Soul Eater.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on one weapon and two meisters, and this weapon gets split between the two meisters.
Right.
And it is just, it wasn't appealing to me. But like, you did see a couple of your favorite characters, minus Black Star, but it's just it's like, why?
Well,
why would we do this? But yeah, like those are the ones that I can remember on top of my head that have been remade. Oh no, I remember one more, Rama 1/2.
I don't think I have heard of that.
Okay, so brief discussion of Rama 1/2. The story itself is written by, oh gosh, I can't say her name. It's the same woman who wrote Inuyasha. All right, same woman who wrote Inuyasha, and this is a story where a father and son went to training in China, and they found these forbidden pools. Now, if you fall into those pools, you turn into something.
You turn into a pool.
No. Depending on what pool you fall into, determines what you transform into.
Oh,
and different things have died in each pool, and that's what you would turn into. So one character, he fell in the pool, and every time he gets drenched in, I want to say cold water, he turns into a girl. His father would turn into a panda.
What?
Totally random. And then they have to go and live at someone's house, and where the father and the father of that household are best friends, and they're trying to get their kids to marry one another. But the daughter, the one who owns the house, hates boys.
Oh, there it is.
It's just a whole rom-com with martial arts mixed into it.
You have my attention.
It is a mess. Wouldn't want to be in that guy's shoes. But the revamped animation is so good. So good. Again, it's night and day. So there you go. That's what I can say. And I guess if we're going with revamps, I guess Inuyasha, the final act after the initial series ended, like in the early 2000s, and then final act came in the teens. Gosh, I want to say 19. But it's like you see a finerness to them, but it's not drastic difference. Not a drastic difference with Inuyasha, but there's a drastic difference between the first Rama 1/2 and then the current one.
well, another revamp, but like to my knowledge, that Hunter x Hunter has already had one revamp.
That's true. That's true. I was like, could you being a fan of Hunter x Hunter, could you see a difference between?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could. Because a high school friend of mine introduced me to Hunter x Hunter, and after I finished the series, I looked back at the original, and there is a lot of, well, animation improvements
Okay, yeah,
and voice acting improvements to it.
that is a major thing. I mean, it's also like one noticeable thing, especially in it. And it's like that's something else I also noticed in. I'm going to go backwards here a second in the fruit basket revamp. Like one character's voice like totally changed, and it was like it was like bittersweet to me. It's like, oh man, it's like wasn't expecting that voice. Do I want the old one back? I don't know.
Which I'll bring up more. I'll bring it up in somewhat in the video game area, but it's still considered anime.
Okay.
The Persona series.
The Persona series?
For example, the recent Persona 3 Reload, improving from Persona 3.
Okay.
Which has improved graphics, even anime, just as well as the Persona 5, like just Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal, these are game titles.
Right.
But they have anime cutscenes in them that have, again, improved graphics.
Yeah, right.
And just made a whole revamp, which makes me enjoy the characters more.
I mean, we see this in games, and like every time they come up with a sequel to a game, the animation is looking better.
Right.
You know, debatable for some people, but you know, but when you look at things side by side, you look at the Witcher game series, and you look at them side by side, like the animation's getting better. You look at the Arkham Knight series for Batman, the animation's getting a little better, and Kingdom Heart, the animations get a little better, and like they're less blocky.
I've seen that.
Yeah. And then Tomb Raider. Less blocky. And triangly. In some places.
I think I know what you're referencing, but I'm not going to bring it up.
Her head. Her chin. Just stuck out right there.
The crimson chin.
Oh no, that wasn't the crimson chin. Not where she put that boot.
Fairy godparents. Sorry, very odd parents.
Odd parents.
Odd.
Alright. But yeah, so let's talk about shows that we would like to see revamped. And you can go first because it sounded like you had one in mind.
Yeah, earlier on in the episode, it was, well, I brought it up, but I'm gonna bring it up again. It's Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
Even though it was revamped in 2012, I feel like in present day with Thousand Year Blood War.
Yeah.
The just ended Attack on Titan.
Mm-hmm.
That's been eternal for I don't know how long for anime.
And it'll get a movie soon.
I don't know why they would do a movie.
Because people aren't satisfied with the ending, but continue.
Yeah, fair enough. But both, like, I feel like in a 2025 rendition of Hunter x Hunter, their animation would be really good.
Would they pick up where they left off, or would they start brand new?
They would probably start brand new because ever since then, there is still a lot of material in the manga that they could use. But right now, the author is going off and on of hiatus for some apparent reason. So the story is not finished, but it's like it's in a purgatory, if you get what I mean.
Right, kind of like George R.R. Martin's.
Yes.
R.R. Martin?
I believe so.
Sorry, just like his Song of Ice and Fire series.
Mm-hmm. It's like there's still a lot of material that I feel like they could use, even though
they're scared to do a different ending like all the earlier animes.
Yes, even like for some of them, like even though not the main characters are all separate now, they still interact every once in a while.
Right.
But still, it's still interesting to because there's more information in the lore of the manga that could be applied into an anime.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just nerded out about Hunter x Hunter. I'm sorry.
Everyone's a fan of something. All right, I got two. I have two in mind. One just to see how it would look, and another one because like I love the manga series and the anime fell like super short, and I would love to see it, actually commit to the actual storyline. So I'll go with the previous Yu Yu Hockey Show should be revamped and retold. Just think of those action scenes, okay? The action scenes done with today's animation that they're doing with Bleach and freaking Solo Leveling.
Yeah, that animation is really good right now.
It's like they can redesign the monsters as they see.
I can see where you're getting
They
at
can
from
redo the transformation as they see fit to be even more graphic if they want to, because
and grotesque.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, granted, most animes they have to be very censored, and like, I mean, you look at stuff like Naruto and Bleach, which in the anime they're super censored. Because in Bleach you got literal holes in people, and in the anime it's just like a scuff mark. And in Naruto they're vomiting.
Vomiting blood.
Exactly. But it's like this one is like I feel like they need to be more free to do that, because like that's the stuff we read in the manga.
Mm-hmm.
That is the stuff that I want to see you guys, like those guys, just draw out, animate out, just like this is gonna freak them out. This little eyeball out of the socket here. So, like, that's something I even think that, it'll bring more fans back to it. Because it's something for the previous fans, and it's something for newer fans who just want to hop on the train. So you definitely get viewers.
Definitely will.
Exactly. And the one that I want revamped just for, like, to do the storylines justice would have to be Shibi Vampire Karen, which follows a unvampire, which is someone who doesn't suck blood but gives it. And it's a rom-com, and I love the manga a lot. And when I watch the anime, it's just like the voice acting was just not up to par with other competition that it had at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the storyline was just totally changed, and that really bummed me out. It's just like, I don't know who this new character is, and I don't like him. Stop hitting on her. It's not for you. Stop it.
Stop it.
You're being cringe, dude.
Stop trying so hard.
Listen, our main character does not need another love interest. Leave her alone. But it's like that's how I feel, because I feel like the original story was it was good. It was good, and like it's something I enjoyed reading, and I would love to see it animated and give it another shot if possible.
I can see why.
Yeah.
From that synopsis you gave me.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I personally would love to do as a side project if I could do like a comic dub of it. Like when we get our own voice crew, and everyone has a character to voice.
I can do that. Apparently, I'm good at making villain voices for some reason.
There's very few villains in it, at least not until the end. Again, it's a slice of life rom-com.
Right.
But it's something I would love to do in the future. I hope I can. With a group that you and I are a part of.
Right.
I'd love to get them involved.
In voice acting.
Of course. Of course. But that's. Do you have like one that you would like to see an anime revamped and retold?
A comic got killed.
A Comic Con Kill?
I've already
That's
probably
true.
said why.
Yeah, yeah, you already said why. Just like the ending was a little happier. Um, if if the boy did not survive in the end in the manga, then I don't want it.
Because I feel like I'm trying to. I'm going to be ranting a little bit, but I feel like.
I mean, that's half the purpose of this.
I feel like. I feel like if they are more attached to the manga, it respects the characters more.
Okay, yeah, I can agree. And I'm sure many people who read books can agree.
Like, I can understand if they need to make creative liberties, or
Right.
I understand that. I'm a business major, but like I just feel like there could be more to their characters, not just spoiler alert. Everybody dies.
Yeah, that is the show. Don't grow attached to anybody. Odds are they're gonna die or they're a psychopath.
Yes.
And for you freaks out there, no, do not put it in.
Don't put it in crazy.
If you don't know what that means, you can ask your parents when you're older.
Yes. Yes, I am not gonna go into why.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh man, is there another one? I've like seen so many that I feel like should be retold. Well, technically, man, I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. And I hope they continue doing this. Digimon Adventures got reanimated and retold, and to me, it's like 10 times better. Where the original one was like great for like from when I was a kid to now it's nostalgia. The new one is like holy crap! This is amazing.
I don't think like Pokemon needs more revamps.
No, it doesn't.
Because it constantly gets revamps.
It gets a new look with the same character. It's like, okay, kid, you've been running around this place with the same people for like what, 3 seasons? All right, here's a new cap, here's a new vest, and here's a new girl interest. Kick her to the curb, kid. We're trying to move on.
And then rinse and repeat.
Exactly.
Until the new one.
Which, hopefully when they like actually get started with doing actual Pokemon series, not like stuff that's like still life or, revamping a movie to 3D animation, but when they actually feel dedicated to telling a new story with new villains and new Digimon.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's going to be something that the next generation can claim as theirs. Whereas, like, my generation and, like, 2 others ahead of me, or, like, behind me, share the same character.
Which makes me forget Bakugan should probably get a revamp. Not the one that is currently going, because I don't. It's not.
Well, Bakugan is going to be treated like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Fair enough.
It will continue to get new main characters, new monsters to kind of reanimate,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I feel like that's a difference from revamping to just retelling / reselling an item.
Fair enough.
Know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Because it's like, this is new, and this is how we're going to show you it's new. We're going to add a whole different background to it. We're going to make it look edgier or cuter.
I'm just complaining.
I mean, we're getting old. We're getting old, and we're just saying that they're just trying to sell toys.
Yes.
But like,
that's the simplest.
But I really hope that the studios in Japan start seeing what like they're doing the right thing in reanimating / retelling the original stories of iconic animes, and I hope we get to see more further down the road.
Yeah.
It's like, I know Chibi Vampire Karen, it's probably at the bottom of the list.
Yes.
It probably is. You don't have to answer so fast, darn it. You don't have to answer so fast. I know the anime was a bust. I know. But at the same time, I would love to see it. Heck. I was like, there are some that were like 3-shot episodes. Like, revamp those. Just for the giggles. But it's something I'm really hoping to see in the future. Especially with the iconic shows. I mean, heck, maybe Cowboy Bebop. I mean, we just saw the same creator who created Cowboy Bebop doing with the new show. Let's hope that he decides to retell the story of Train. Not Train. Bleh. Gosh.
Who's named Train?
Oh, it's another show that ended poorly. That probably shouldn't be redone. That's a different podcast.
Yeah, that's a different episode.
That's a different podcast. But we'll tell the story of Cowboy Bebop again, because the live action one fell short. I thought it was okay, but my opinion doesn't matter at all. Sad.
Sad face.
But let us know in the likes, and give us some likes, give us some comments. Let us know what y'all thought would be a good revamped anime. That's something that you guys want to see reanimated with, today's efforts, I guess.
Yeah.
With today's graphics. Because, they are amazing to me.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd for this stuff. But anyway, this has been the Brood Badger.
Shino.
Blasting off again.